Evening all, and welcome back to Kerbalism. The last time out we managed to fix a bug with our docking ports on our moon station and get the fuel tanker unattached from it, and we decided to land that down on the moon to complete some contracts. So let's pick up where we left off. Add a maneuver node and basically stopping yourself and making it drop directly down is a really good way to estimate where you need to fire your engine to land somewhere, because a lot of times I try and eyeball it, so I'd fire the engine say here somewhere and end up landing in a crater here or misjudging it and having to fly over. So just adding that little maneuver there, it helps just to keep things a bit more balanced. So let's warp to that maneuver. And fire the engine. That is a bit early, but I'm really concerned that I'm too close to the ground here. It seems like I'm coming in too fast for what I want to be doing. Maybe it's not. Maybe I've just misjudged it. I don't know. Maybe I put the maneuver too low. I'm not too sure. I might end up landing in this crater here, or I might end up somewhere else. I don't quite know yet. The trick is basically to kill all your horizontal speed and come down straight. But convincing the craft to do that obviously is a different matter. That's where our shadow is here, so let's see if we can land down there somewhere. So let's kill that. Put ourselves on the horizon and kill all of our horizontal speed. So we can just basically come down dead straight. And remember to put that on surface mode, because auto mode will send you off God knows where. Okay, so let us descend down to the moon. I may have messed that up. Or maybe not, I don't know. Nope, no I haven't messed it up. It's not double, it's half. Okay, so the estimated burn time is 12 seconds, which means I want to fire at 6 to land. This estimated burn time only really works if you are coming down vertically like this. It doesn't work if you're going horizontally because it misjudges the height of the ground. Because obviously the ground raises and lowers. I'm not going to wait for the 6 seconds, I will fire earlier than that. As fuel efficient as I want to be. I've just noticed something, we're not using any fuel. What's going on there? Please don't tell me this craft is absolutely broken, because it was... Don't tell me this craft is broken completely. It's not using any fuel. Because obviously this was not attached properly to the station. This had something wrong with it. And the fuel levels were really weird. It said one tank was full and one tank was half empty. And it should have been balancing them. I'm not sure. Bear with me just a moment. I shall be right back. Okay, so... I'm not actually sure what's going on here. I don't have infinite fuel turned on in the sheet menu. I don't have that turned on. I've not used that at all. So, I don't know. As I said before, originally, in my original recording, I did use the cheat menu to set the orbit of someone to come to the moon for the station to repair it. But then I thought, nope, let's go back and redo that. So I've reloaded the save since then. But it turns out that not only this not using the fuel to come down here, but the actual craft to get from Kerbin to the moon didn't use any fuel, like the infinite fuel cheat is turned on. So I've quit and reloaded the game again. So let's see, yeah, these numbers here, you'll notice in the footage, if you go back and look at it, they don't go down at all. It was on 2,222 meters a second for the whole trip. So I don't know what's happened there, but let's fire up this engine now, and there we go. It's going down. It is going down. So saving the reload has fixed it. I don't know what was going on there. I'm completely at a miss for that. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, hello. I was with the controls, didn't work for a minute. Okay, so we need two. We have two missions. Plant a flag on the moon. So let's do that. Plant flag. No, we've lost signal with the flag. Whatever we do. A bomb. Money flag. This flag was planted for money. There we go. Okay. And we can forward that. We also need to get some science, which will be a crew report, I suppose, or can we do a fresh? No, we don't have any chance on this, so let's do a crew report. But transmit that back, and there we are. Mission's complete. So all we have to do now is go back up to our station, which is there, which I might go and chase down right now because it is in a much higher orbit and we can catch it up. So we need to fire the engines and realistically just head east. And there we go, lovely encounter. That's the wonderful advantage about having no atmosphere. You can fly much lower and not really have to worry about any drag. So let's walk round to here. And we need to fire the engines again in just a moment. Oh, missed it. That's okay. See if we can get ourselves an encounter. Oh, I think we did. I think we had an encounter then and I missed it. Is that? Ah, yep, that's Okay, that gives me a 300-meter encounter right there. So that's what we're gonna do. So round to there. And here's the station loading. Gotta say, I'm not a big fan of loading stuff at warp. It always concerns me it's just going to fly itself apart, although things don't seem to do that much in this version of KSP now. Squad have definitely done a good job of taming the Kraken this time out. Not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but they're doing a good job of it. Okay, so I'm going to get close to the station, and then we're going to get the tug out and plug this in, because it's about time we use the tug. Used all the stuff that I put up here rather than just ignoring it. Ooh, wow, that is going to be very close to the station, so let's not quite do that. Stop there. Okay. So, tug. Away you come. Okay, turn on that, and I believe, yeah, I need to turn on docking mode for this because it's sort of manically spinny. Some bizarre reason in this craft. I think it's got. It is a bit of a weird one because inside this tank there is actually reaction wheels and batteries and other bits and pieces, and then the tank around it. I just want it to look good. I know it's a bit wrong because you shouldn't be able to put stuff inside tanks, but these procedural RCS tanks don't appear to hold as much as the standard tanks anyway, so I don't really consider it cheating that much when I'm at a disadvantage on space anyway. But I'll leave that up to you to decide. Sometimes it's nice just to have something that looks good. Okay, right. So if I control that from there, that's right. We need to go up. Okay, I'm hoping I can dock onto the engine bell. That is what I really want to do. Okay, that's close enough. That's close enough as far as I'm concerned. So open the airlock, and we want to. I'm just going to rotate the station around. Not that you would do this. The ISS does not rotate around for things, but when you've got Kerbal reaction wheels, and you could pretty much move planets with it, why not make your life as easy as possible? There we go. Right. Oh, I want to basically point retrograde. I want to control from that. I want to spin this around so up is down and down is up, or up is up I should say, and down is down, that way around, not the other way around. Right, and then using the RCS, and in off docking mode now because we're a much heavier craft. I want to travel down and forward. I'm going to use a bit of time warp here because docking is quite slow. Go forwards if you would please. And it's just a trick of, as I think I've said before, the green marker is where you're travelling, the pink marker is your target, and that is where you're pointing. So if you move the green marker the opposite side of the pink one, it will push the pink marker towards the way you're travelling because you're manoeuvring around it. If you put the green marker directly on the pink target marker, you will just travel towards your target and not get your alignment correct. So that's why I do it this way. Always sort of, you visually line the craft up. You see this is kind of straight with that. And then you push that pink marker onto your target and you try and keep it on your facing target. I'm coming in way too fast there. And eventually you'll get somewhere close to it. You just then turn everything off and let the magnets do their job. There we go. So, there we are. We have 2 missions complete. We now have some extra Kerbals up here. I'm not sure what life support's like up here. 230 days, we're fine. We're fine. So they can stay up here just for the moment. Everything is happy. This is vibrating like mad. That's because of this. So let's undock this. Release. I think once again we will just attach it to the bottom here. So I keep forgetting what I'm saying whilst I'm saying it, or it's not that I'm forgetting what I'm saying, it's that I say stuff and I think I finish it in my head rather than actually talking out loud. So you've probably noticed that if you watched any of my series, that I speak a lot like William Shatner does in Star Trek. It's very long pauses in between stuff because I'm finishing the sentences in my head, or I don't know, maybe I can't multitask, maybe I can't play and talk at the same time. I don't know. But anyway, that's not important. So there we are, job done. We have new money. We have new contracts completed. That's what I'm trying to say there. So we have money. So let's go and have a look at our space center. And yes, we are up to 329,000, which isn't enough for what I want to do yet. Let me show you. This here is my moon miner. It needs a lot of the base to launch because it's heavy. It's very heavy. This in fact doesn't technically have enough delta V to get anywhere, but the idea was just to get this into orbit somewhere near our station, and then we'd be able to refuel it and bring it down. But the idea is that it's going to go up. This stage would still be attached. This would land on the moon vertically like this, and then it would push itself over nice and gently, and then these engines here would kick in to lower it down to the surface gently. We then have to get a couple of cables out and get them to take the augers off and attach them to the sides, and away it can go. It can start doing its job. So yeah, I mean, I could send it up in stages. I could send just this part up, just the smeltery, and maybe some augers just to get it going. It does have metal ore and scrap metal storage, so I could do that and just get it running, although this requires that's something I've just thought of here. Hold on. These require to come on. Yeah, they actually work off liquid fuel. Yeah, they burn liquid fuel and oxidizer. So I would actually need a liquid fuel plant on the moon first before I could start sending up this for the rocket parts. So kind of a good job, I suppose. And unfortunately, to get a fuel refinery going means I need to buy some of these. I need the minimum of the drill, and I need a minimum of a convertitron. Let's go with the big one. Go with the big one. There we go. So let me try and refresh my memory on exactly what we need to convert ore into fuel. Right, so here are the steps for running a fuel refinery. It all looks a little confusing, but don't worry. Basically, the drill mines the water, fills up this tank here with the water. The water goes into this convertitron here, which currently is just set to doing both O2 or H2. The difference being that the O2 version will dump hydrogen if the hydrogen tank is full, and the hydrogen version will dump oxygen if it's full. So really, you'd only probably ever want the O2 version, not that. So let's just send that off to something else for a minute. That breaks the water down into hydrogen here and oxygen here. The hydrogen and a carbon dioxide source, which we're going to have to send up because I don't have any way to produce carbon dioxide yet, other than Kerbals, but they don't produce enough. That goes into this one here and is converted via the saboteur process of hydrogen and carbon dioxide into liquid fuel. So that's nice and easy. Also produces a bit of oxygen, which will go back round. And the oxygen is pushed into here for the LOX process to be stored as oxidizer. This is my profile. Let me just emphasize that. So some of these things will be different to the default profile. I do things differently. I looked at how I think BFR does things with liquid oxygen and can't remember what liquid fuel was. No, hydrogen is the monopropellant. Can't remember, kerosene, something like that. But yeah, this is how I did it, and then that would fill up that there. So this is the absolute bare minimum we need to send to the moon or anywhere to mine fuel. We need a drill, a couple of containers, and 2 convertitrons. I do obviously have the chemical plant, but it's tiny, like really tiny. It's not probably designed to do anything like this. I think that is more designed to go onto either a ship or a rover or something, where the rover could have the small drill, mine up a bit of water and drop it into oxygen, keep people alive. So that's probably what the chemical plant's aimed at. These are the industrial ones. There are smaller versions of these as well, which I haven't unlocked. There is the convertitron 125, which only has 1 configurable slot rather than 2. So, I mean, that's a possibility as well. But it's all sort of swings and roundabouts. I'm not really sure. Yeah, so I need to figure out how to build a rocket, take this sort of setup to the moon, land it on the moon, because it is fairly heavy. This is 17 tons. So I could get rid of the water, and I don't think I need anything else. No, just the carbon dioxide. That's got to be full. So we're going to take 1.7 tons worth of carbon dioxide, and it'll be 15 tons to send this. So yeah, we've got to take 15 tons to the moon, land it with solar panels to start our mining process going. And this is the definition of putting all your eggs into one basket. This is the entire mining rig to go to the moon. It's 370 tons, and it's going to cost, well, I think we're going to have about 8,000 credits left at the end of this launch, not including obviously the recovery from the stage. Hopefully we'll get some money back for that. We also, quite conveniently, have a mission to launch to land a station on the moon, to build a new outpost on the surface of the moon that supports these 5 Kerbals, and this supports 5 Kerbals. So hopefully we'll we'll get that contract done, and we won't be absolutely stone broke. Of course, this has to actually get up into the air and not explode. So let's see how well this does, shall we? And so we are here at the moon at our refueling station. I have just refueled this craft. I managed to get here with about 90 meters a second of fuel left. So that was pretty close. So what we're going to do is we'll get Bill to unplug us. To unlink. So Bill can go back into his capsule there. Board. That can go back to being like that. And then this has to descend to the surface of the moon. And this represents all the money we have, absolutely everything. So if this crashes, we're absolutely done for. Our entire space program is going to become defunct. So let's hope it doesn't crash, shall we? But the fate of this craft shall be determined in the next episode. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. Hope to see you again next time. And until then, as always, have fun.